and then it's going to generate your owner profit based off of that number. Like if I don't have a number in here, it's going to set it at 0. But once I put that number in, it's automatically going to generate my top section here of my financial statement, my listing income, my sales sold, my listing commissions paid out, my sales commissions paid out, my agent royalty. It'll automatically figure those numbers and generate your company dollar for each month. And what it does is it bases it off of your seasonality from the previous year. Let's say maybe last year the seasonality was just a little skewed due to something in your market. You have the ability to change your seasonality right here in this blue section. So if right now it's saying you collect 5.2% of your company dollar in January. Maybe there was something funky with January. You can raise that number if you want to give yourself a little better seasonality. So all you would do is just change those percentages, and that will change your company dollar. So if I put this at 10%, watch my company dollar go up when I move it, and that jumps up to a higher number. So you can easily change your seasonality by just changing those percentages. I wouldn't skew too far from where your history is, because obviously history repeats itself. But if you have made some changes, cap management or whatever it may be, that is going to change those numbers, you do have the ability to do that. The other section up here in the pink is a section saying how much company dollar as a percentage of GCI do you collect during a particular month. Again, this is probably very accurate to what it's going to be the next month, but next year. But if you do want to change it, if for some reason somebody capped really quick one year and it caused some of these numbers to be skewed, you do have the ability to override any of those things and change the percentages of company dollar versus GCI in this system. So you totally have control over that. So you enter that in, and then you can play with this number here and see how much more. All you have to do is go to your 2011 versus 2012, and I'll just slide that over here. So now I can see, based on that number, how much do I have to increase my company dollar. And it is a pretty significant amount for me. So each month, based off of, because what I did in 2011 was 30,000. Now I'm saying 125. And then I look at this and I say, that's a lot of company dollar. I can say, okay, let's go down to 75,000. Let's see what that does. So now I go here, and now it's increasing it a little bit, a little more feasible, and I can tweak that as much as I want to. Now I can see a month that my company dollar went down in September. If I go to my financial statement, I look at September, and the reason why is last September I collected 10.7% of my company dollar that month, and I had lowered it to 8% because I had tweaked these numbers. They do have to total 100%. So that's it. And then on the recruiting tab, all you'll do is you'll put in your current agent count, so how many cappers, half cappers, quarter cappers, and new agents, and then that will automatically transfer over here as well. And you're going to enter in for the month of October, how many do you add, each category, November, December, and then you're going to do all of 2012 as well for each one of those months. So you enter in that, and then in the red is the agents that you lost, so you just enter in those agents in here, and that will automatically generate all of the information you need for recruiting. The one thing that this forecast model does not do that KWRIs does is these numbers drive your production. I think that was throwing a few people off and making it a little bit tough to do it. So that's why we separated these two, so you can do both and you can tweak it however you want to give you a little more control. And this number up here is the percentage of the agents in your office that are considered contributing. Those two words, contributing and producing, are totally different numbers. Contributing are the amount of agents that have the ability to contribute company dollar. Producing are the number of agents that actually produce during a particular month on a written contract. So what that does is when you have to go in and enter in your information for recruiting, production, and then your financials, it's all automatically kicked in here. So you just print the sheet off, and then you can enter in your information, and you're all set. Right here is the number for producing. So this is not contributing. This is agents in production on written contracts. So it'll automatically calculate that number for you as well. And then you have your vital signs you can review. So sit down with your TLOP and your finance committee with the MCA and go through these numbers, and you are all set. It also graphs everything here for you as well. But that is it. So very simple in a nutshell. Just put your information in from 2011 to give the system some knowledge of your market center. Go to your financial statement, do your budgeting, and then go to 2012 and enter how much money you want, and it'll automatically kick out the numbers you need to generate that amount of income. If you have any questions, just let me know. Kelvin Morgan at KW.com.